everyone, so today's recipe is how to make these delicious peanut buttery chocolate treats called chocolate spiders, and they look like this, and basically they're melted chocolate, peanut butter and little dry noodle things, and they're really delicious. And especially if you love Reese's peanut butter cups, these taste so similar, and I think these are great as little party treats and little foods that you can serve at parties with your friends and stuff, just because they're really easy to eat because they're in their cute little packaging. So keep watching to find out my recipe on how to make these really cute, delicious chocolate spiders. The ingredients you're going to need are cooking chocolate. So I'm using half dark and half milk, so 200 grams altogether. Some original fried noodles or some sort of those crunchy noodles, and peanut butter. So I'm using two different types just because I like the way that these work together. So I'm using crunchy and whipped. And then just any sort of like paper tins or little cupcake patties or something so that you can put your little spiders in so that they're easy to eat. The first thing we're going to do is melt our chocolate. So just put this in the microwave for about 30 seconds and then stir it then maybe for another 30 seconds. Once the chocolate is nearly completely melted, I'm going to add my peanut butter. So I'm going to take a spoonful of the whipped peanut butter and just put that in there. And then I'm also going to be taking a spoonful of the crunchy peanut butter. I'm not really measuring this very accurately, but it doesn't really matter if you put too much in. So then I'm going to just put this back into the microwave so that the peanut butter melts into it. Once all of the peanut butter has been melted into the mixture, it's time to add the noodles. So I'm just going to take my noodles and add them into the mixture. And I'm just going to be mixing this in with the knife that I use to help put the peanut butter in. Just gradually make sure that all of the noodles are coated in the chocolate. Now that all of the noodles are covered in chocolate, I'm going to be placing the mixture in little paper cups. So you can use really any sort of paper cups you want. I'm using two different types just to mix it up a little bit, and anything really works as long as it's kind of like a cupcake patty tray. So I'm just going to spoon the mixture into the little cups. Now that all of the mixture has been placed into the cupcake wrappers, I'm going to be placing them in this tray so that I can put them in the fridge to harden. So these should probably go in the fridge for about half an hour, or you can keep checking depending on when they go hard. So I've just taken my chocolate spiders out of the fridge after about 20 minutes, and the way that you check if they're set or not is you push on them, and if they move then they aren't set, but if they don't move then they are. So these are definitely done, although you do have to keep these in the fridge even after they've set, just so they don't melt, because the hot weather can still make them melt despite the fact that they're set. But for the most part, they shouldn't melt. So here's what they look like when they're all finished. I definitely recommend these for parties because they are such a cute little party fruit, and also really easy and hygienic to eat because they're all in their individual little wrappers. I really hope you enjoyed my recipe on how to make chocolate spiders, so keep watching my channel for more cooking videos.